Hi guys, Final Death Star here. We've got news. Rumor mill was churning yesterday with all this talk of Taika Waititi, who has been rumored to be involved or somehow asked to be involved in a Star Wars movie or trilogy. We're not quite sure. There wasn't a lot of information. It kind of broke later in the day or early evening last night. And that's all we know so far. But interestingly enough, we have his Twitter page here where he seems to comment on it. Here's Taika Waititi, and he has the Fleetwood Mac rumors, which is a very cheeky way of commenting or not commenting on something. I thought that was pretty funny that he throws up the Fleetwood Mac rumors. So, of course, you know, this is, as of right now, all they are, rumors. So, yeah. It's not really sure what to make of it. It does make sense. On one hand, we have seen this before with Lucasfilm, throwing around, just handing out movies to people, Rian Johnson, and then seemingly taking them back or canceling them. We've seen a number of directors who get hired and then fired. So, you know, I don't know how much stock to put in this, but it does make sense because he did direct the last episode of the finale, the last chapter of The Mandalorian. So, you know, there is an obvious connection there. He was also the voice of IG-11. So, and I thought, you know, how would he do? I think he could be very good. I liked Thor Ragnarok quite a bit. I know there's some people that, you know, didn't, based on just the fact that it strayed so far from the comic book version of Thor. But for the movie, I thought it worked in the MCU. You know, the first two Thor movies, I wasn't really too keen on. I didn't really enjoy them. They were not terrible, but, you know, so I thought Thor Ragnarok added something kind of fresh to the character and, you know, just the whole vibe of the movie, very 80s themed, kind of sci-fi-ish. And I thought that worked, you know. And if you take that concept and adapt it to Star Wars, well, you know, you have the Mandalorian finale. We already kind of know what he can offer. I think a really strong point is that he can bring something. He has a good balance of nostalgia, but also something kind of new. You know, it's not just banking on nostalgia. It adds it in a very natural way, or it feels very organic. You know, that's kind of how I thought about the, especially the scenes with the biker scouts punching Baby Yoda. Obviously, he's a risk taker because that made a lot of people upset. It made a lot of people happy as well. But yeah, risky move. Punching Baby Yoda, but it shows he's a risk taker, I think. And then just the comedy of the two biker scouts who are sitting there trying to shoot the can, you know, off the ground, and of course they're missing because they're biker scouts, and stormtroopers notoriously have terrible aim. So I thought that was a funny moment that worked as well. It kept humor within the Star Wars universe. For the most part, you know, it might have dragged on a little long, but that's nitpicking. Unlike, you know, the sequel trilogy, which the humor, a lot of it seems to be too much of the Marvel humor, which I don't think works in Star Wars. Sure, there was some Star Wars humor in there as well, but a lot of it was it seemed like, you know, you're watching a Marvel movie that's set in a galaxy far, far away. But I thought that was, you know, not the case with The Mandalorian. Of course, that's also the writing of Jon Favreau and consulting of Dave Filoni. But, you know, he did a good job directing as well, Waititi. Building the drama, IG-11. Of course, that's his character, but, you know, you take his character from someone who was going to kill Baby Yoda to someone who sacrifices himself for Baby Yoda. That was, you know, a nice moment, very emotional. A lot of people really got the heartstrings pulled on there. So, and he had some great shots of the action sequences with the Mandalorian and the TIE Fighter with Moff Gideon. You know, so he definitely knows how to shoot a movie and make it look good. I think he would bring something fresh, like he did with the finale of Mandalorian, while keeping true to you know, the essence of Star Wars. I think he's able to do that from what we've seen. I love his work on What We Do in the Shadows. Fantastic film. I haven't watched the show yet. I know I probably should, but the movie was great. You know, Flight of the Conchords. He directed a number of those episodes, which I love. I love Flight of the Conchords as well. If you haven't ever heard of that show, do yourself a favor. It should still be on HBO. It's one of their HBO Go, Max Plus. I don't know. There's a million HBO things now. There's new one coming. So, but it's got to be somewhere there. It's a great show. Featuring, well, he was a director on a few of the episodes because he is, I believe, from New Zealand originally. So that's where the Flight of the Conchords, the two guys hail from. So I am, you know, optimistic that this could be true, but at the same time, you know, he himself has said rumors. But now keep this in mind. We have seen Ewan McGregor lie for quite a number of years about Obi-Wan, where apparently he knew and had to, you know, throw people off the scent, mislead, misdirect, lie about it. Yet the whole time he did know he was going to play Obi-Wan. So keep that in mind too, even though he's throwing this rumors up, this could be a misdirect. You know, he does have a connection with Kevin Feige, and Kevin Feige is somehow working on something. He's attached to some Star Wars project as well. Could it be the High Republic? Could Waititi be directing one of the films? Maybe Feige's overseeing them. Maybe he's writing them all. I don't know. A lot of possibilities, but he does have a connection, obviously, to Kevin Feige from the MCU, and now that he's attached to Star Wars as well, you know, it could go hand in hand. So we'll keep an eye on it. Right now, it's just a rumor, but since it kind of, you know, caught on pretty quickly last night, I thought that it'd be fun to just show his tweet here and, you know, talk about the fact that he has commented on it. So let me know what you think. Would you be excited to see a Taika Waititi directed Star Wars film? Did you like what he did on Mandalorian? Do you like the Ragnarok? He's got Love and Thunder coming out too, which we'll see how that does. You know, there's been a little bit of political, you know, little SJW stuff here and there with surrounding that film, but you know, we'll see what he does with it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you for watching the video. Do give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget there is a subscribe button that is right next to that thumbs up button. And while you're over there, you give that a click as well. All right, guys. Till next time, lock the doors and hope they don't have blasters.